For the longest time, I have always wanted to improve my confidence, and I have watched so many videos talking about this. I've listened to so many podcasts. I have read so many books about confidence, and one video that stuck with me that I believe really helps is a video from a guy who said that the easiest way or the fastest way you are going to be confident is to start taking yourself out of your comfort zone. Do something that is scary for you each and every day. So I'm saying all of this to say that I have decided to start recording myself on a daily basis so that I can improve even more on my confidence. And today I just want to share about my day and what I am currently going through. So today I think the biggest lesson was that when you decide to do something, you need to do that. Don't be someone who is a kind of a person. Decide that you're going to do this thing, yes or no. When you are decisive, that really helps to improve your confidence, and it helps to just solidify your identity. And right now I am going through a fasting, and I want to share some of the things that I have learned during my fasting, and I want to share some of the things that you need to know while you are fasting. Okay, so first of all, people do fasting for so many reasons. Some people fast because they want to lose weight. Some people fast because they want to strengthen their relationship with God. Some people fast because they want maybe their prayers to be answered. For me, I am currently fasting because I want to strengthen my relationship with God. I want to strengthen my faith and my belief in God. So the first thing that you need to know about fasting is, before you start your fasting, you need to decide, why are you fasting? Are you fasting for a specific prayer? Are you fasting for losing weight? Are you fasting for a stronger relationship with God? Whatever it is, you need to decide beforehand why you are doing it. The second thing is, you need to decide how many days do you want to fast for. Do you want to fast for a day, for 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, 5 days, 10 days, whatever it is, you need to decide. Because you can't say that you're going to fast for 5 days and then in day 3 you say that it's really tough and then you quit. Nope. You need to decide beforehand how many days. That way you'll be able to endure throughout the whole thing. And this goes back to what I'm saying, that if you decide to do something, you need to do it fully. So you can't say you're going to do 5 days and then end up doing 3 days, because that is now a maybe, which is something that we don't want to do. We want to finish what we have started. Okay. Another thing that I want to share when it comes to this is, you need to read the Bible and you need to pray, especially if you're someone like me who is praying for something spiritual. If you're praying to be closer to God, or if you're praying hoping that God will answer your prayers, you need to read the Bible. And one of the verses that I love in the Bible says that when you are fasting, you must wash your face and make sure that your lips are moisturized, so that people do not see that you are doing this. You must not pray in the synagogues like people who want to be seen. So remember, you are doing this for God and for yourself. So there's no need for you to go out and announce to everyone that this is what you are doing, because God will reward you for what you are doing in secret. Okay, so I'm not saying this to say that this is a secret. It's not a secret. You can tell your close family members, for an example, so that they also have their expectations, because you don't want to be fasting and then have your sister bringing you hot wings, because that will be really difficult for you. And when your close family members know what you're doing, it will be easy for them to support you as well during this process. So another thing that you need to know about fasting is that fasting is not easy. It's not going to be easy, because your body is used to eating at a certain time. So when this happens, it means that you need to drink your water and you need to go and pray. So what I do when I'm fasting is, I always have a bottle of water near me where I can just drink, and every time when I'm hungry, I remember that I need to go and pray. And another thing that I do is, I also have reminders in my phone that reminds me every 2 hours that I need to go and pray. And also what I do is I make sure that I am so mindful of the things that I allow into my system throughout that time. So I don't watch gossip, I don't go to social media, and if I do go, I only go for few minutes, and I make sure that I'm mindful of what I am consuming, and I don't participate in gossip or news or anything bad like that. What I do is I listen to worship music, I sing along, I watch so many sermons, I read the Bible, I read the Bible as much as I can, and then I watch some videos to interpret for me. I also read devotion so that I can have more understanding about what I am reading, because I don't know about you guys, but for me sometimes the Bible is not easy. You need someone who is going to explain to you what exactly is happening, and the devotions for me are my go-to place where I get to understand what some of the things that I don't understand mean. And then another thing that I want to talk about when it comes to fasting is when you're fasting, there are going to be so many temptations, especially if you go to the office. You will find people offering you food for free. You will find people offering you coffee. So you need to remember that you are fasting and remember why you are doing it. Keep reminding yourself, keep going to pray in your secret location, wherever it is. I used to go and pray in my car long time ago, but now I park very far, so I usually just go to the bathroom and I close the door, I pray there. I don't pray out loud. Obviously when I'm at the office I pray inside, but it does not matter if you're praying out loud or not, as long as you are connecting with God, as long as you are taking that time to be mindful, to remember how blessed you are. And also fasting has helped me to be more grateful, and it has really heightened my awareness. When I'm fasting, I feel so aware. I see things that I would not usually see. I start being aware of my thoughts as well. Today I caught myself wanting to complain about the weather, and then I reminded myself, why do I need to complain about something that I cannot control? Why do I need to see the sun? If it's raining, it's fine. Just appreciate the rain, because the rain is a blessing. So when you're fasting, you start to be aware. And one thing that I've noticed that I don't really like admitting to is that when I'm fasting, I am so nice to people. It is so easy for me to forgive, because I feel more connected to God. I feel like some of the things that we stress about are not really important. And also one thing that I've also noticed is when I am fasting, my integrity also goes up, because I feel like everything that I am doing it for God. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect, and I would love for me to live as if I was fasting on a daily basis, but obviously that is not easy. But I'd love to even be closer to that, because when I'm fasting, I have more integrity, I am more authentic, I am nice. I wonder if food is ruining my attitude of my life. But anyway, another thing that I want to mention when it comes to fasting is fasting makes me so grateful. And after breaking my fast, I just am aware of how delicious food is, the crunchiness. I start to be mindful and to be so grateful. I know that there are people out there who are starving. There are people out there who don't have food to eat. There are people out there who don't have means to buy food, and to know that I have so much food in the fridge, I have options. If I want to eat chicken or beef, I can choose. I don't just eat what I have, and that is really such a blessing and a privilege that I never want to take for granted. And it reminds me of how blessed I have been. There's no day where I slept without eating. It makes me so grateful, because there's never been a point in my life where I slept with an empty stomach, because God has always provided for me. So if you're someone who wants to start fasting, you can do it. Just decide how many days or how many hours do you want to go for, and remind yourself that your spirit is so much stronger than your body. You can control your body. Your body can listen to you. When you are feeling the hunger, just know that you need to pray, and you need to drink water. And also, I'm saying the last disclaimer that I want to say is, if you are someone who is suffering maybe from diabetes or something, before you can start fasting, you need to consult your doctor. You need to speak to someone that is going to help you with that. Unfortunately, I'm not qualified for that. I'm just speaking to someone who is able to do this and who does not know where to begin. And I'm also sharing my experience as to what I have learned. And the maximum I've done in fasting is 3 days. I'd love to go up to 7 days. And I think it also helps when you have friends that have same values as you, because what motivated me this year, because I've wanted to fast for so long, but I've been putting it on pause for a very long time. But there's a friend of mine at the gym who is fasting for 30 days. I would love to do that one day, but not right now. But I'm also so inspired. So it really helps when you are friends with people who are like-minded with you, people who value same things as you. And honestly, fasting is the best decision that I have done this month. I hope that I will be able to try again soon, because honestly, I feel so calm. It has helped me to wake up earlier, to meditate, to do breath works. I am more calm. I am more grateful. I have more understanding now. I know that all things are always working out for my good. And one of the things that I have learned as well is, when something happens to you, let's say that someone breaks your heart, that is a fact, but what you add on top of those facts depends on you. So you decide if someone has betrayed you, you decide that someone has hurt you, you decide that that person has done that. What does that mean for you? And it's very important to understand that, for me, I know that all things are always working out for my good. And in the moment, it's difficult sometimes to understand that. But when I look back, I'm so glad that my exes have broken my heart. Because imagine if someone stayed with you even though they no longer love you, just because they don't want to break your heart. So I have learned this, and it's not even just about relationships, it's also about friendships. There are times where you see that this friendship does not look like it's going to work out. There are times where you see that it looks like you're no longer aligned to this person. And if that happens, it is okay to let those people go, because that way you're opening room for people who are going to be perfect for you, for people who are going to be aligned with you, letting go of the control. So stop trying to control people. And this is also a lesson for me, that it is okay to let people go, whether it is a friend or a relationship, and also even things that you don't even need in your life, like clothes that you don't wear, let them go. That way you are opening yourself up for new things. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day. I will see you again next week. Goodbye. Thank you for your time.